What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nostalgic Gamers Club here exclusively on the internet. My name's Zach, and if this is your first video that you've seen of mine, welcome. I just like old nostalgic games, and I make videos about them. So today we're going to be looking at the front cover, the back cover, and the instruction booklet of Evergrace for the PlayStation 2, and we're also going to be taking a look at some gameplay of it later on. So before we fully dive in here to Evergrace, I just have to say that I already recorded the gameplay segment, and it was better than I remember. I'll give it that. But this game, I remember I got it when I was probably, like 11-ish years old, and I remember being so wildly disappointed by this game. I remember feeling confused. I remember just thinking it just wasn't good. I remember it wasn't very fun as a kid, and you know, maybe it wasn't really for my demographic. Like I said, I was 11. I might have been 12, but this was very much not a game that was marketed toward me and my age range at the time. Or maybe it was, and it's just not a great game, but that's for you to decide, viewer. But I did think that this game was worth revisiting because, hey, I have it complete in box, and I do have some memories associated with this game. So when I was a kid, I remember turning this on, starting playing, getting the sword, and that was about it. I couldn't really figure out where to go, what to do. Not that it was terribly inscrutable, but it just didn't really hold my attention too well. And I also, frankly, I was not very good at paying attention back in those days. I had a short attention span and probably just didn't watch what was on the screen. So I figured it was time to give it some, give it a little bit of love and see what we got here. So taking a look at the front cover, we have our hero here, Damien, I think is what it said his name was when I was doing the gameplay. I might be messing that up, but I think it was Damien. We have this sort of like rune symbol in the background. It says Evergrace, and he's kind of sitting on this rock. He's got these cool PS2 graphic boots and a kind of a nondescript sword, if I'm being honest. I mean, you would think for an action hero, he might have a little bit of a nicer sword, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It says here it was an Age Tech game, which I honestly haven't heard a lot about Age Tech. Maybe later on I'll look up and see what other games they've done, because that does not sound familiar. On the backside here, we do have some illustrations in the background of, looks like a couple of the characters in the game. Again, I don't know the names of these characters from this game because I never really got very far into it, but it says, to achieve grace, you must first defeat your fears. It says, enter a world of intense magic and thunderous battles, where your survival is determined by collecting powerful artifacts and fashioning them to your armor and weaponry. 2 complete adventures await Darius, not Damien. 2 complete adventures await Darius and Charlene, heroes who must face an evil reborn. Begin your journey as either hero and discover unique characters and monsters for each adventurer. That's cool. That kind of makes this like 2 games in one if it really delivers on that promise. Master the art of arming yourself with items of incredible might and untold magical abilities to thwart the powers of darkness that have swept into your once peaceful land. I will say that's a little hard to read. Like the contrast on that is not excellent. It says customize every element of your weaponry, armor, and clothing to strengthen your characters. Certain combinations of armor and clothing unlock hidden magical abilities and powers. 2 independent characters to play, each with their own storylines, goals, and discoveries. Epic RPG storyline with all the action needed for a legendary quest. And then alongside with these screen grabs here, it says, utilize many bizarre weapons to wipe out enemies. Challenge ultra-strange creatures to the bitter end. Combine artifacts with armor and weaponry for a fashionable ensemble. I will say, reading the fact that you kind of get these twin storylines, I almost would like to go back and really take some time and learn how to play this game. If I end up having some time and working through my backlog, I may add this to it. Even though it wasn't excellent during the playthrough, I think it's worth taking a look at. It says, expect gorgeous special effects and plenty of action. And that's from PS Extreme. This is a one-player game, took up only 100 kilobytes on the memory card. Digital or analog control, vibration function, and touch sensitive. This game was rated T for teen for animated violence. Let's take a look inside the case here. So first up, we have the game itself, which that's just the box art. That's really all it is. Mine's in pretty good shape. Like that's pretty good shape for being such an old game. I didn't really play it much. Popping out the instruction booklet here, we have that cover art again. We have a little bit of history of the game, some of the lore. It goes over some of the differences here between Darius's story and Charlene's story. Here we kind of just have the basics, new game, load game, your options, etc. The things that you would need to know if you were beginning the game. Your basic operations of the game here, which would be very valuable to have because when I was doing my playthrough, I tried to not reference this at all. I wanted to be kind of surprised while I was looking through this with you guys. And this would have been nice. I still don't see an option in here for something that happened during my gameplay, and that's frustrating because I don't know how to. I don't know how I would have survived. I died in my gameplay, so that's, spoiler alert. That's coming up. It goes over here what's on the game screen, your game profile. So it says characteristics of Evergrace, 2 main characters, 2 storylines. And so the story basically unfolds from these 2 different perspectives, and you can choose to play as one of those 2 characters. It says down here that Darius can use Palmyra armaments that are suited for close-range battle, and Charlene can wield Palmyra armaments suitable for long-range battle, such as a bow and arrows. Palmyra armaments is a really hard sentence to say, and I'm realizing that now as I'm trying to say it live in a video. Goes over a little bit here how to use those Palmyra armaments. How many more times can I say that? It goes over here how to use those armaments. That's so hard for me to say, armaments. It goes over here how to use those. We get into our physical attacks, our Palmyra actions, Palmyra power. They use the word Palmyra a lot in here. Each Palmyra armament has what's called Palmyra power. Palmyra power is needed each time you use a Palmyra action. When you use your Palmyra action, your Palmyra gauge and your Palmyra power changes. So much Palmyra. Your different on-screen descriptions. Obviously, this is if you're trying to look a little bit more deeply into those stats. So we have strength, stamina, intelligence, resistance, and luck. Different command descriptions. So that just looks like your kind of more in-depth controls. If you're trying to do, it says like action change. So changing that Palmyra action, equipment change, just walking you through those pieces of the menu. Save points, which I did not use in my playthrough, and I wish that I would have known this because I should have just gone and clicked that because I died and I could have had a save point. The menu screen, changing character, status change. So your status could be poison, seal, paralysis, or cursed. And it says here for death, the game ends when the character's HP reaches 0. You will have to restart from save data when your game is over. It's a good to save your game often. Did nobody proofread that? Look at that. It's a good to save your game often. It's a good, Mario. I had to. Somebody had to do it, and it had to be me. They talk a little bit here about the creature file / item book, the various options in the game, the different equipment that you can get in the game, various items. Here we're just going through our characters. So we have Darius, Chrysalis, Charlene, Sienna, Trandon, and Morpheus. And I'll go back here in a second. Feel free to pause on any of these screens if you guys want to look a little bit more in depth into these characters' descriptions. Because, while this game wasn't a huge part of my childhood, it might have been a huge part of yours, and maybe you want to read through some more of this. So please, feel free. This is cool. It gives you sort of more in-depth descriptions about the various terminology used in the game because, and I don't know if this is just a FromSoft thing, but it's a little inscrutable, right? You have Palmyra, the crest and the AI crest, Billiana trees, Edinburgh, Lost Empire Rubain. So there's just a bunch of these in here that they're going to mention during your gameplay. And I think it's just nice that they gave you this opportunity to be like, hey, this is what these things mean. We, of course, have a few notes pages here. We have some credits. We have a little mailer from Age Tech if you want to register. And no real, I don't know if I'd qualify this as an ad in the back, but it says own all 3 Age Tech launch titles, Eternal Ring, Armored Core 2, and then, of course, Evergrace. I've never even heard of Eternal Ring. I gotta look this up. So these just look like they are the PS2 launch titles that Age Tech worked on. It was Eternal Ring, Evergrace, and Armored Core 2. They did work on Armored Core 1. Age Tech actually looks like the publisher for RPG Maker, which is nuts because I used RPG Maker a ton. I made so many games in RPG Maker back in the day. Fighter Maker, which I did not know was a thing. And it looks like they were relatively active until 2014-ish. It says that their last game was Touch Battle Ninja for the 3DS. So they published a lot of games, and apparently these were the ones that they published as launch titles for the PS2. Kind of neat. Anyway, you guys, with that, let's dive into some gameplay here and see what all the fuss is about, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, so this is made by FromSoft, back when it was From Software. And I gotta say, this game at best confused me when I was young. So I know I probably talked about this a little bit earlier in the video, but because I record those bits after, but it genuinely confused me. And at the time, I just loved the way it looked. So I just want to see if it still, as an adult, confuses me. But we'll watch this opening cinematic and see where we end up. Again, I know I mentioned it earlier, but I cannot get over the fact that this is a From Software game. I mean, the graphics were really nice. I will say that. For the time this came out, these graphics are not bad at all. All right, Evergrace, do your thing. Let's play some Evergrace. I doubt that I have my save file on here still, so we're just gonna see where this kicks us out. Whoa, more cinematics. Oh, it's just the opening title. Okay, that adds up. Let's do this. New game. Sure, we'll go as Darius. Platform's digital analog setting for the attack button. When analog, set the max pressure level with square. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. We'll do analog. And I'm trying to go into this game as blind as I can. That's why I record the gameplay first and then go back and look at the case and the instruction booklet.
To a few people with strange marks called crests.
Okay.
Cursed mark. When I was young, my parents were killed.
Sorry.
That was a tragedy caused by this cursed crest of mine. I swore revenge, and in my rage I swung my sword. I wanted to hide the crest forever with the blood that stained my hands. Burn it away with the flames of anger and hatred.
All right. Maybe don't be mad at me, but I'm gonna skip to the gameplay if it'll let me. Okay, yeah, I want to see how this plays, because the experience that I had when I was younger with this game is that I just picked it up as a whatever, probably it came out in 2000, so I was probably 10-ish when this came out. I probably picked it up when I was 11 or 12.
I thought you were dead.
And I just remember having no idea what to do.
What? Who are you? Some kind of strange bird?
No, I'm human, just like you.
That is not a human. You're human? Okay. Let's...
Demon. You expect...
Monsters invaded our country.
Man, I honestly miss old PS2 graphics.
Outside?
Outside of here.
What about it?
You're in...
I don't believe in such...
I'm serious.
Where am I?
The Remain Empire.
All right. So we have your basic walk around. Okay, so every hit takes away a power gauge. Do we have a jump? Oh, power stance, okay. Choose category with up and down. I don't think we need that right now. Okay. Let's just go punch the hell out of this dude. You an enemy? Oh. Oh, you are an enemy. Eat it. Okay, so I see he attacked me, and now my attack power is less because of it. Fountain of Life recharges me. Okay, got it. Is there a run button? Again, I haven't looked at the instruction booklet yet. That's kind of the way this series works, but we're gonna try. Oh, we do have a run button. Okay, beautiful. Whoa. Ratman, get out here. So running consumes your power as well. That adds up. That makes sense. This music kind of rips, though. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. Can I feel like I'm not doing like any damage to these enemies. So this would have been obviously pretty far before Dark Souls, Demon Souls, all those games. I'm pretty sure this came out before Elden Ring. And you can't say I'm wrong in the comments because I'm not.
Hey, you. What do you...
Go away. Don't bother
I need to
me.
know this right away.
And if you can...
Yes.
That's not... Get up.
Can I just go? No, okay. The camera is odd, to say the least. So R1 repositions the camera, but as it stands, it's kind of just a strange follow. It doesn't feel great. I don't think I have a jump. Not that I've discovered. Okay, what else we got here? Whoa, this guy's back. So I kind of want to see what happens when I die, because these guys are ganging up on me, and I'm definitely gonna die here in a moment. Let's see what happens. Take me to the abyss here. They're talking too. Okay, power level 0%. Where do I go? Is it back to the Fountain of Youth? Oh, I guess we'll just load game. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. We can cancel. We'll just go back. I see why this confused me as a kid, because I'm a grown-ass adult right now, and this is still confusing me. I want to try this one more time. I want to see if there's somewhere else I can go in here that might make more sense. I'm going to cut to when the game actually starts again. So here's my whole deal. I would like to find a sword, right? Like I want to find something that I can really like beat up baddies with. Did I walk right past it or something? Sword, oh sword. I'm going to come back over here because that guy warped over here last time. Oh, he still warps. We got a warpy boy. Nope. Man, this camera is going to be... The camera's the main enemy in this game. Oh, there is a sword. Let's pick up that bad boy.
You took the sword.
I don't know what... I know.
Okay, we can...
Why?
You know, I don't have time for the lore right now, bird lady.
Okay, I will.
All right, so let's get this bad boy equipped. All right, cool. Equipment. We're gonna switch that to the sword. Now, awesome, cool. I like that. Can I save from here as well? Okay, so there's no save. You can only load from this menu. But now I might actually have a fighting chance against some of these bastards. Where'd you go? Come here. I just want to talk to you. Wow, I still like did almost no damage. Oh, that's better. Nice. Okay. Better. Let's venture over this way and see if I can't... Maybe I can get through that gate now that I have the sword. Gotcha. Come on. Get some. Oh, excuse me, buddy. I'm just looking for my gate. Leave me alone. I thought it was up this way. Yeah, it is. It's over here. Now will you let me through?
You. We're all go...
Then I need to know...
And if...
Yeah.
That's... Get... Have you... Are you... I'm asking...
Okay. No, we're not doing that game. Oh, whoa. Okay, we're back. We're good. This time, I'm still gonna run past these guys when they appear. If they appear. Because I wanted to see what was up this path. And frankly, I don't want to die. I don't have any sort of shield or anything, so I just want to see how far I can get before I get absolutely wrecked by some sort of boss or the like. Oh, a dog. He was looking for his dog. Oh, come back here, guy. I will say this is probably farther than I made it as a kid. I loved games as a kid, but I wasn't the best at putting 2 and 2 together. All right. This is kind of nice. It's not as bad as I remember it being. What you need? Come here, boy. Okay, do I just... Armor of Frost. Yo, we're picking up so much cool stuff. Okay, armor. Armor of Frost. Hell yeah. Okay. And can I crawl in there? How do I get that? Dog, fetch. The camera. Oh, sorry, dog. Okay. We'll come back there. We'll come back there. I don't think anybody clicked on this video to watch me fumble with... Whoa, what is this? Chain combo. I don't know what that does. So it looks like there's like a light attack. So if I just press, it only takes up a little bit of my power. And then if I press and hold, it's like a heavy attack, but it takes the same amount of time. I just need to figure out how to crawl in there. Is there a... I'm trying not to open up the instruction book because I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but let's see. So it appears I can't do anything with this dog. Maybe I can go back to that guy now, though. Whoa, okay. I can go back to that guy and let him know, hey, bro, found your dog. He's chill. He's good. And maybe he'll let me through that gate. Oh, snap.
No. Someone
Well, I did say I was going to play till I got romped by an enemy.
must die.
Dude's gargling. Okay, let's do this. You want to fight me, dude? Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, there's no dodge roll. I was trying to do Elden Ring controls. Okay, so you can interrupt their attack. That's a little exploitable. Okay, pick that up. All right, now what do we got?
Still alive. No, it doesn't make. I met a girl.
Yeah, come on, just let me in. Just let me through here. I want to say that I accomplished something. Normally in these sort of quick glances at the gameplay, I don't accomplish much. So I'd like to say that I accomplished something. Now go. Okay, well, camera.
What? No.
Yeah, I got a crest on my hand. Okay. Let's just get into a dungeon here. I want to see what anything other than the overworld looks like. But I did just beat a boss for the first time probably ever in one of these recordings. So for what that's worth, I think it's worth something. Let's pick up some treasure. Hopefully this is not like a mimic. Oh, what the hell was that? What the hell is that? Just give me a little hug. What the? How do I get rid of you? How do I get rid of you, dude? Come on, this isn't cool. I think he's draining me. Get that. Unequip the goblin. Goblin unequip. Oh no. Oh no. Goblin unequip. What was that? Okay. You know what? I stand by what I said earlier. This game is confusing as hell. Oh man, that was kind of fun though. That was more fun than I remember it being. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this type of videos, please consider subscribing. That would mean a lot to me. And if there's a particular video game that you want me to cover next, just let me know. Because, you know, how am I going to know what game you want me to cover unless you let me know in the comments? It's ludicrous. I couldn't know. But I really appreciate you guys stopping in. And I would honestly love to hear your thoughts on this game if you did play it back in the day. It didn't get great reviews. This game was getting kind of like, 5s out of 10s. So I'm really curious to see what your experience was as a player of this game back in the day. And a little spoiler alert, we are going to have a series coming out soon where I'm going to be doing basically retro reviews of these types of games. And I think this one might have just made the list. So we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace.